Kingsley, right now it looks like when a woman asks for divorce, it's a visa to her violence and domestic violence. And this is coming at the back of, allegedly a former NPP parliamentary candidate in the person of Nii Noi who has been allegedly accused of stabbing his wife multiple times because the woman asked for divorce. And it begs the question, why is it that whenever a woman asks for divorce in marriage, it leads to domestic violence most of the times? Why is that so? Is it that men are feeling too entitled, or is there patriarchy that is forcing, men to resort to violence whenever a woman asks for divorce?
So first and foremost, let's not put gender roles to what happens when it comes to bitter divorce experiences.
Okay.
Because if you mention men abusing women when it comes to divorce, we have stories of women also saying, if it's not me, then no one else. Some will even make sure they poison both of you, the entire family.
Crime of passion.
Exactly. So let's not even put a gender to such serious crimes and bitter divorce experiences.
Okay.
We are discussing this because of the personality involved in this issue, right? Like you mentioned, a former parliamentary candidate.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
Very.
Like you mentioned before the show today, you said something and I've been thinking about it. When we say someone can stand for office and the person should be of a certain age and of sound mind, what does that really mean?
Right.
How do we measure if somebody is of sound mind? Just a year ago, the guy was almost becoming a parliamentarian.
Yes.
And if things like this were happening, or even if it happened recently, how did the state of mind, the sound mind that was going to parliament, change within 12 months for it to get to this point where, at this point, we can even say attempted murder?
Yeah. Well, if you read the charges that allegedly have been meted to him, is attempted homicide and then possession of instruments.
Dangerous.
With intent. Instrument of crime with intent to use it.
At what point did this change from this gentleman who was fiercely contesting Zenator to becoming, I don't even know, a murderer or near murder situation? Like, that's what I've been thinking about. So it means that, like we always say, we are all mad, but just a few of them have their clothes off. So if you see someone dressed nicely, they are talking nicely, don't think that everybody is okay, because the trigger is like this. It's very small.
Yeah.
As you are seated here talking nicely, I don't know what will trigger you for you to be a different person in the next minute. So it comes back to the mental health situation we've been talking about, especially in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Luckily, or let me say, fortunately, it didn't happen here. You would have given 1,001 excuse as to why this happened.
Hey.
Do you understand?
You said something, you see, so it clearly tells you that maybe you will be able to get away with certain things in certain jurisdiction, but certain places it would not be tolerated. And now I am thinking that for a country like Ghana, who is being in the midst of all this, they are saying that a former parliamentary candidate, which is of a national party here in Ghana, and now you ask the question, what checks were really conducted, be it their personal background, their domestic, lives and all of that, before presenting this person as a parliamentary candidate? Because this person is supposed to be a representation of the people. And if this man cannot handle just the wife, how then do you put over a whole constituency in his hands to handle? So how are we conducting these things, and especially checks, when it comes to people we want them to occupy offices of public interest?
Then it's too early in the year for us to have a banter. I've seen what you are doing. You can't play the devil's advocate in this scenario. We are talking about human life. How else do you want to check someone's mental health? Then we should put it in the constitution that if you want to vie for a position of national interest, you have to come with your medically cleared sound mind. Is that what you are suggesting?
Maybe it's something we can look at.
That's too extreme. That's too extreme.
They-
You can be fine today. Tomorrow, if you are going to vie for a position and something is bothering you, and they do all the mental checks and realize you are not in a good place, then it means you can't go forth and do whatever you want to, or aspire to be a parliamentarian if you want to. No, I think that would be extreme.
But what do you make of the case that a whole political party of which the man is coming from, what allegedly has issued no statement condemning this?
Oh, you see, not to sound defensive, but I feel like this is a very sensitive issue. Me, if I were to be working at any of the party's headquarters, I won't be in a rush to release a statement.
Okay.
If I haven't gotten the full picture of what has happened, people are reporting what they want to report. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But the full picture must be put before the person who even released the statement, or even the executive committee, to deliberate on it and see the position they will take. No one should defend this act. And so far, I think the NPP as a political party, the members are doing very well. It's just a few people I've seen online or Facebook specifically trying to say you come out of this, even though we've not even started the trial to know what really happened. You're already telling us that he can't do it. Do you know him more than the wife he nearly hurt? In fact, it's not nearly. The wife he hurt nearly killed, I want to say. Do you understand? So let's not be defensive. Some of the things you are asking for me, I think is too extreme. Okay. Right? But we can look at the human being as humans. Let's control our anger. Things that will get you to that point where you want to commit something as serious as this. Let's know the things that trigger us to start with and avoid them as much as possible. You are walking around in this country, in your neighborhood, and they are giving you fans. We dey na kuma nyo. We dey anger issues. So we dey ni bufu a. We who dey other be we bufu no. Ebe land or prison one day. You know. Because some people they are dead. They are dead walking. No. Omo ewu no omo nam. E was say obo so tro. Otofo mu a. I'm sorry. Ni aka say ye wo so tro na obo no. Ene eku no. But ebi ana okoda. I'm sorry. So our anger and Charlie, the marriage as an institution, we have to come there.
Well, that one, it will be a whole topic on its own.
Let's start chapter 1 today. Because I think it starts from even counseling.
Okay.
If you are dating somebody and the person shows some violent signs, don't say you can change the person or the person will stop. I'm meeting you at 25, at 30, at 35. My parents didn't change me. You, a stranger I met 2 years ago to go and marry, you changed me.
I mean, if you listen or read the account of what happened, this was a man whose wife says that, look, I want divorce. And the man says, no, if you divorce me, then I would kill you rather than you leaving me, right? Allegedly. So he went to the kitchen to pull out a knife. And according to the family statement, they say he was going for the neck where the girl shielded and then went for the rib and the stomach. But I am saying that for all you know, maybe this is the first time the man is even engaging violently like this. So in a case like this, how then do you go about it?
First time there, you and I were not there. But you see, there's first time for everything. And that's what I'm saying. If you know something makes you angry, there are some people in the lives of individuals right now that you don't cross the line with. Yeah. So for example, I know some people, is their mom, is their dad, is their sister, is somebody, like something about them, you just don't cross the line with them. Right. You will not know the full character of somebody until they're angry. I always tell you that I'm afraid of blood. Right? Yeah. But if, God forbid, you go home right now and you find a loved one in a pool of blood, the adrenaline and the strength you get to pick that person, not even realizing that, because you want to save that person. Right. And that is what I am talking about. When you are so angry and you've exceeded your limits, the things you can do, I'm sure when the police arrested him and he's sitting there, it will dawn on him that, hey, wait, I nearly killed a human being. This is not me. Truthfully, that won't be him. But you've committed the thing. So
There's
forever
that
and
anger.
ever, your political career might come to an end because of this single issue. Because you might not even get opportunity to come out.
Yes.
Because this is attempted murder. If it is proven to be so, then it means that the person didn't die, but you were trying to.
That would be very dangerous.
Yes.
You know,
The intent is all that matters. So if your intent was to kill her, then that one, it is equal to you killing her. You are not coming out anytime soon. Now, it looks like divorce has become a fashion. Like, partners also abusing their partners. I don't understand what's happening, but the institution of marriage must be looked at. Maybe the churches can help us in this regard. I don't know the counseling. Me worried that I don't know how counseling is done. But we should tell people that if she had wa border, wa attempt to solve a border, Johnny, run, leave.
So whilst we are looking at what the man has done, which of course we condemn, and we are not here to justify
at all
what he has
at
done.
all.
You also want to look at, because that the man in question, Nii Noi Note, he's not a lunatic, he's not a madman, and I don't think he acted in vacuum. Something might have triggered it. So could it be the woman also really said something that was really, you know?
Let's not even toe that line at all. When you do that, then it's equal to people who say someone got raped because the person was wearing a short skirt.
Well, no.
Wrong is wrong. That's why I started by saying managing your anger and knowing the things that trigger you and your limits. You, when you drink 2 bottles of beer, you know the third one, you won't find your way home. You know your limits. Like I keep saying, maybe some people don't know, but some of us here, we know the things that makes us angry. When it starts, you don't, if you can flee the situation, flee the immediate place the thing is happening. Because there's a case of a policewoman right now.
Yes.
Who has killed a taxi driver
over fare dispute.
Why? Because tempests were rising and she forgot that she has a gun that can kill a human being. You're a police officer, all right. Now go and prove to the courts and the people of Ghana why you couldn't control your anger and you used your arm on an unarmed person. Do you understand?
Yes.
So what anger can do, let's not make it like this person provoked too much or no. Let's not go there at this point.
Right.
Because I'm not sure, no matter what the lady did,
it doesn't
warrant you trying to do what you did to the lady. But his political career there, I don't know what will become of it after this case, because it's a huge case that people will be following.
Attempted homicide.
And they don't treat it lightly over there.
You know,
maybe he would have used his status and big people, even if you have to get 20 years or life imprisonment, they'll find a way to reduce it. When we are here, we are celebrating 31st, no, a president to sneak it in. They'll give him a pardon. But all that privilege or all those privileges, I'm not sure you get it there, because there it is what you have done and what the law says.
So the conviction of this man, would it be a statement, or especially to our people in the diaspora, that it's not that you can do things here and get away with it and think that you can do it elsewhere and then also be left?
They are best placed to know some of these things, because they know that the little things, if you beat your child here and it's normal, go and beat your child there. So why are some of them sending their children here to finish school before they come there? Because you know that some of the things you do here and get away with, there is a big issue. I watched a TikTok video of a lady saying, if you know you love somebody and you can't see them depart from you for a long time, when they do something and you know in your heart of hearts that you can deal with it at home and solve it, don't go and call police in the diaspora and be like, oh, this person is doing this to me, so you've reported the person. They will come and pick the person up. They will put a case number on it. They will treat it as serious as they can. Because if they don't, and something else happened, and they see that, this person reported on so and so, they didn't do anything, it will be on them. Into unimze wodo obi a men kofre police man na police ni nanga so onye adwuma nje.
Wow, this is just systems and policies working.
Bro, it's just sad, man.
Yeah.
If you don't like somebody, leave them. There are what 8.4 billion human beings. We keep saying, "Oh, penso, are you single?"
Sometimes maybe
you are single. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I don't. But
Hey, have you died?
No, I'm still alive.
So,
But
girlfriend can only be our wife.
I read somewhere they say now marry direct, don't do girlfriend, boyfriend, marry direct. But you see that the thing is, it's just some way. It's really some way because sometimes you say that okay, it is easy to go and look for another woman and all of that. But sometimes the process of going through that relationship again, getting committed, talking on phone for hours and building that bond, having to start all over again. And sometimes you might feel it's not worth it.
But you'd rather you start it in a prison where you have all meals there.
You know, that's
logic.
Right?
Into no jano nenya freedom never fulfill, and now you be in the same space with 100 men. That one there you can start afresh.
Well, I think
so I'm not careful to you meet those people there. Then
you know, sometimes too it goes to how these people were raised, you know, and all, because I believe that you should love yourself enough to let go if a woman says she's no longer interested.
And we are not saying it's easy.
Yeah,
it's not easy. But choose yourself, like Dennis. Choose yourself first and say, minja no nonko, anase minfa bibi, engu. Some even go to the extent of pouring acid on faces of their ex-lovers and things, and then they will arrest you. You spend years in prison, or you just let go. It's not easy. You heal. It's gradual, but you let it go, and then you build.
You do it for yourself. You know, for me, it's about self-love. For me, it's about identifying who you are and knowing yourself, and realizing that if a woman leaves me because she no longer loves me, come on, I love me and I will take care of me.
Some of you, when you leave your ex's car, that's when you start glowing.
You know, the peace of mind that comes with it.
One man's meat.
I have been single for a very long time, but I won't say
it. Using the platform to solicit.
Look at you. Well, let us know what you think in the comment section. And whilst you're doing that, you recommend this to a friend, a brother, a sister. Until we come your way next time, always control your anger and be a great citizen. We out.